Hi, welcome to another episode of The Young and the Restless. We open up with Billy in the Jaboot office, and Carl comes in, and Billy says that he didn't expect him there today. And then they discussed issues with his marriage and Phyllis's debt. Then Billy finds an issue with Market's budget, and he addresses it with Kyle. Then we see Mariah and Tessa arrive at society and they're greeted outside by Abby. Abby gets to meet the baby and then go inside and gets the surprise. We then go over to the jailhouse and we see Jack is there to visit Diane, and Diane tells Jack not to worry about her. She can take care of herself. She tells Jack not to come back to the jailhouse. Over at the coffee house, Chance tells Christine that he doesn't think Diane acted alone, and Stark just disappear all of a sudden makes his thoughts even worse. Christine agrees, but she tells Chance that she needs evidence, and Chance wants to give Diane a deal for her to flip on Stark. Then Michael overhears them and asks if someone mentions her client's name. Right now, they're just making me feel sorry for Diane, and I don't want to. Back at Jaboot, Kyle says that it's because of the employee costs that they gathered after acquiring the textile companies from Newman. But Billy vents that maybe Victor just wanted to get rid of all of this cost overhead. That's why he gave them the textile companies. But Kyle gets pissed and thinks that Billy is criticizing him. Billy thinks that it says that it's Victor that he's criticizing, but Kyle goes off on Billy. Then we see Mariah and Tessa thanks Abby, and Abby says that it was Sharon's idea, and then they thank Elaine and Noah for being there. Back at the coffee house, Christine and Chance questions Michael about Diane's communication with people outside of the jail cell and wonders if she is contacting Jeremy. Christine says that Diane can save everyone some trouble by taking a plea deal and plead guilty. Back at the jailhouse, Jack tells Diane that he can't allow it and she is innocent. Diane yells that she is not getting out anytime soon. Diane says that seeing Jack is a reminder of everything that she lost. Back at the coffee house, Michael says that Diane isn't pleading guilty to a crime she didn't commit. Plus, Michael, is a brilliant attorney, so he takes his chance. Chance and Christine says that they want Stark and would give her a shorter sentence if she confessed. Michael says not interested. Back at the jailhouse, Diane continues to try and convince Jack to stay away. She says that the only way she can survive is by shutting down, and she cries and says that it's a terrible place, and she doesn't want Jack, Kyle, or Harrison there. Back at Jaboot, Kyle asks Billy what's his idea, and Billy says that he wants to integrate Jaboot and marketing together. Kyle objects and says that they are two different entities and they should keep it that way. They both continue to clash heads, but Kyle has a problem with Billy just coming in and changing things. Back at society, Sharon gives a toast and says that she's thankful for being a grandma. Then Abby goes and gives her a speech. Then Noah gives them a gift. It's a library of baby stories. Back at Jaboot, Billy reminds Kyle that this is not his first time working at Jaboot. He was also CEO for a few times. Then Kyle goes off on Billy about how everybody has fired Billy from Jaboot, and including his mom. This is what I hate about Kyle. When he's not getting his way, he decides to take low blows or do something devious, what he did with Adam. Then Billy says that he learned from his mistakes, and he learned while being at Chancellor Winters how to merge companies. But then Kyle keeps bringing up Billy's failures, and Billy says that he will let it slide for now. Kyle says that it's his dad's call and decides to leave. While leaving, Kyle turns around and says that he knows what Billy is doing. He thinks he can distract him with stupid ideas. So thanks. Then we go back to the jailhouse and Diane tells Jack to move on, and Jack slams the table and says that it's selfish of her. Jack asks what about Kyle and Harrison. Diane asks to go back to her jail cell to the officer. After she leaves, Jack chose a chair in the visiting room. Then we see Chloe visits Billy at work and she brings lunch. Then we see Chance tells Michael that they are looking for info on Stark, and Michael says that there is no connection between him and Diane. Stark did it on his own. Michael decides to go to trial. She says his experience is planted, and then Chance leaves. He tells Christine that all the evidence they have is planted. Then we go back to society. Mariah does her speech, and there was a scare, and tells that there was a scare in the delivery moment, but they are grateful to have Ariam. Then we see Tessa speaks, and then Kyle arrives, and Abby goes over to him, and Kyle is surprised about the party. Abby explains that she didn't want to invite him, considering what he's going through, and Kyle decides to leave, but Mariah goes over to stop him. Over at Jaboot, Chelsea and Billy discussed working with Daniel, and Chelsea is disappointed that the things are on hold because of Phyllis's death, and she just has to be patient. Back at society, Maria tells Kyle that she is sorry about his mom, and Kyle says he just needs space, says that the party looks fun, and she says thanks to Kyle for all the baby clothes that he and Summer sent. Then back at the coffee house, Michael tells Christine to be kind. Christine says that she now represents the DA. Michael says the judgy Christine has returned. Christine says Michael is now selling out for the highest bidder, and tells Michael that the door is open when when Diane is ready to confess. Then we see Jack arrives and says that they need to get Diane another bail hearing. Back at society, Kyle tells Mariah Summer is struggling and things are off. Kyle doesn't know how he will survive it. Mariah says that the two love each other, so they will get through it, and they hug and Kyle leave. Then we see Chance goes back to the crime scene. And we end with Christine tells Jack that Diane is too much of a flight risk to get her bail. Jack claims that Diane isn't doing well, and Jack tells Michael to find the judge and get another bail arraignment. Thanks for watching. Bye.